Oh, my name's Fox, so thinking I'm Fox. A show that I've been neglecting. You'd think I didn't like this show, but I do. It's just everything else came up, and then all the moving and all that stuff, so I haven't really been able to keep up with it. Ghost of Molly Mcgee. I'm going to try to run through like 3 of these at a time to see if I can get through these a little quicker, because apparently the season finale is Saturday. I don't know if I'll be able to do that without like overloading everyone's like box, like video things, or maybe I'll do like 5 episodes per video. I don't know. But just going to do quick rundowns of it, which I have right now. I haven't seen it since the Christmas episode. So there's the Ice Princess, which I believe that's what this is. Ice Princess, Game Night, and then Ready, Set, Snow, which I watched it, Game Night, Ice Princess, Ready, Set, Snow, because that's how the website I was watching it on was, and that is wrong. But yeah, so basically, Ice Princess, which I guess these must take place a bit after the Christmas episode because everything's still snowy. And then in Game Night, everything is not snowy. So I can only assume continuity because the website, I put it that way. And I was thinking, oh, maybe they did that because this show has put episodes out of order before where I can't remember which one it was. It was the one where it had the giant turnip that rolled over everything, and it hit that statue of the founder of Brighton or hero of Brighton. But then it turns out but in an episode that's supposed to came before that one, but actually came after because of I don't know why. It had a different statue there, and it was of the brother, and it showed how the actual statue was brought there and how the actual statue was. But then it's like, okay, these episodes are out of continuity. So I thought maybe that was that, and it's like, nope. But anyways, basically, Brighton is hit with a snowstorm, which apparently comes every 4 years, coinciding with basically their version of the Olympics, where it turns out it is an ice ghost, which I think is the first ghost that we see who has like legs as her first appearance. Like at the end, we do see Scratch has legs, but the Ice Princess, which I kind of wondered if maybe this was made during the time of lockdown. I'm not entirely sure because I know like Owl House season 2B or Amphibia. Isn't it? Is it Owl House? No, it's Amphibia. In Amphibia season 3B or 3A. Season 3A, literally that episode, literally like the first episode talks about having a quarantine song, which I'm like, oof. I'm like, yep, that makes sense. I'm sure that was what they were thinking about the entire time. So when they're making that script, so basically, lockdown happens. There's a story about the Ice Princess, who was a dancer who failed going to the Olympics, and now every 4 years she dances and just.
Now, every 4 years during the global games, her
There you
ghost haunts Brighton Pond, causes a huge storm, shuts down the entire city.
So yeah, and then basically they're like, well, we have to appease her somehow. So Molly says, I'll go and I'll skate with her, and let's see here.
Molly.
Let me see. Where is it? I think right here. Molly says skating with her to try to appease her, basically, but.
Okay, here we go. Time to skate. And ho!
She's adorable.
Okay, don't worry. I can learn a lifetime of skating skills overnight. This will be fine. I'm there. Okay.
The grace of a baby giraffe.
Yeah, but it turns out, luckily, their dad, or Molly's dad, was a figure skater who messed up badly. Also, I guess that's Molly's uncle. So, basically they dance, and let me see here. I took a quick. I'm going through these real quick. This is not honestly. There's an episode I want to talk about. It's not this one. Their dad was ice skater. Scratch. You lost. You lost. Get over it. Oh yeah, this is great. When they meet her.
Miss Davis?
Ow!
Feeling.
braided wilderness. Good friend to right about that. Every time you skate, you create a huge ice storm
Right here.
in Brighton.
Yes, well, knock it off. You lost, lady. Get on with your afterlife already.
I like how he thought that was a good idea.
I deserve that.
Which I do like that he at least acknowledges that was a stupid idea. Also, the Mcgees nearly die a lot. Which I like how, like, this show uses dark humor like that so much. Like, what is it? Like, right here.
Oh, Brighton.
Let's see if I remember any of my old moves.
The jiggle. That could have killed any of them. Let's see. She didn't. But yeah, but then they go, he basically teams up, but she has a deal. She makes a deal basically. Goes in, if we do anything that isn't perfect, I'm going to freeze Brighton forever. Pretty much. These all... They decide to do the dance, which it actually is a really nice sequence. Like, if you watch it, and honestly, I love how cute she is actually really adorable. This ghost, like the Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper is probably one of my favorite ghost designs. And it's probably just because I was someone being Grim Reaper, but this might be like one of my second favorite ghost designs. She's actually really like cute.
And Blades goes down. Ooh, this is bad news for Brighton.
Also, I do have this part too, which I thought was like, I don't like, hold on.
Sonya Davis, the hometown pride and joy.
Sonya Davis is her name, right?
Blades Mcgee, the hot rod with the
Oh yeah, his nickname's Blades. Why does this light... First off, why does this light exist next to this random-ass pond? Second, why is there a button for you to press to turn it into spotlight mode? That then can follow people around the ice. That's not an actual complaint, that's just a stupid fun joke. It's a nitpicky joke. But then it turns out, when they do mess up, she actually just wanted to feel happy about the sport again, and they all hug it out, they have fun, they kind of show, and also, Scratch also kind of shows that he actually likes finger skating. Which actually really cool, because like, he even admits it too, he's like, I am, like, it's not like I'm into it, like, actually, wait, I think I am into it. I'm like, okay. That was cool, because, you know, the regular thing is like, maybe, am I into this?
Pete, it's
The best of it. When reading the front.
But, oh, is it right here?
Which, I mean, if you're... Oh, he glides like a bird over a tranquil sea. I mean, if you're in that kind of thing, which maybe I am.
I like that. It's not just like he's just trying to hide it or something like, oh, you know, maybe I like it or not. It's like, no, he's pretty much like, yeah, maybe I do like this. I like that. That's cool. But yeah, that's Ice Princess. It's pretty good. This one, honestly, out of the three, probably it didn't get too many laughs. It got me. There's some good laughs. There's some laughs, but like it probably nothing too big that made me really laugh. But then there's Ready Set Snow, which this is the last one I watched because of the order. But also, this is probably my favorite one too. Actually, no. Let's do this one for last. Then let's do this all out of order anyway. This is. This one's game night. Basically, the Mcgees are set up to do chores for the day. You do chores, which I actually kind of like the family dynamic in this. Like, it isn't just like parents tell kids to do whatever or don't listen to the kids. So like, there's actually, this feels like a fun household to be in. Like, this feels like a fun family to be with. It isn't just like, oh, I hate the dad, or like the mom's kind of a jerk, or, you know, the kids are being snot-nosed breath, but the parents are like, you know, if you actually look at it, it's like when it's like some shows, especially like in, I don't know, 90s or whatever, if you look at them, it's like when if you grow up with it, it's like, yeah, kids are awesome. The kids are awesome. Yeah, the parents don't understand. And then when you grow up and go, oh wait, I kind of agree with the parents now. This doesn't feel like that. This feels like no matter which age, you're like, this is just a fun family to be with. And I actually really like that. But basically, they're all to do the chores wheel. Each has to do one of the chores, which I love this reaction. That's just a good reaction right there. Where Scratch is basically trying to say hey, I didn't sign up for this for being part of family and this, and then she just gives him that stare. He's just like, well, I guess you give me the stare, so I gotta do it now. Which each of them basically rolls the wheel to get different things, and I love what happens here. Not this part. Downstairs bathroom. Did I say downstairs bathroom? Who doesn't know how to spell it? Oh, downstairs. I just can't read.
No, not the downstairs bathroom. That's the grossest chore of all.
And I love this too.
I demand a respin. Too late.
Even the respin still landed back in the downstairs bathroom, which is great.
The wheel has spoken.
This entire family's insane, and I love it.
This is outrageous. When I became a Mcgee, I was under the impression families were all about perks, like unconditional love, free food, and a bunch of schmoes who do everything for me. I didn't sign up for manual labor.
It's all part of being a family, Scratch. Sometimes it means fun and games. Today it means hard water stains around the toilet.
Basically, I also love how Scratch basically kind of saved someone accidentally who was going to get sentenced to hell. But while basically scrounging her through the closet for Molly's chore, she finds Mega City, basically their version of Monopoly. No, it's a version of Monopoly, Life, Jenga, and Monopoly, Life, Jenga. I think that is the three of them. Let me see. Monopoly, Jenga, and Life. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much a mix of all of it. And I love the visual storytelling in this episode too, where you all you do is see this because this is part of their time. Like, I don't know why it's back there. We used to play this every day, and I wonder who put it back there. And immediately you can tell, obviously, off the mom's face, she put it there, but also that it looks like, oh yeah, she doesn't win. It's because she doesn't win anything. And then these three are apparently tied. So they try to play another game. They don't apparently teach Scratch the rules, which actually I actually really like board games. Over a bit of a vacation I had. I went to Chicago. I played board games with my sisters. We played the Sonic board game. We played Dune, which that one was actually really fun. That's a game where it looks very complex, but if you look at it, it's not really that complex, and it's actually kind of really fun. The Dune, and then there were some other ones like Sabotage. It's a card game. Sabotage and something Monkey Pizza Cat. I can't remember. I lost that one a lot. I lost that one a lot. But basically, these guys go together and try to have their basically Monopoly game. And this is an entire episode about how Monopoly kind of tries to ruin families. Which is really hilarious. Oh, they never teach Scratch the rules. He kind of just has to figure it out. And then he's like, oh, wait a minute. I could just cheat. I could cheat and then have them do my chores. Which, okay, they know how to stretch character. Which I also kind of find, and also this was the part where I was kind of you can tell kind of the twist at the end. Because this episode could legitimately go a few ways. One, the mom is just that bad at playing the game, so, she doesn't want to play it anymore. But once Scratch kind of tells her that he's gonna cheat at the game, and the mom doesn't kind of go with it, I'm just kind of like, oh, wait a minute. Because usually, the idea is okay, they always lose at the game, so now they're gonna use, their spectral friend or whatever to help cheat at the game and win. But she actually kind of gets mad at Scratch. Especially because Scratch is kind of trying to basically get out of his chores. But also I do like how Daryl straight up knows that Scratch is cheating. Also, I cannot unhear Amethyst's voice now. It's like when I watch Monkey Kid and all I hear is Goku's voice.
Yak and more scrubbing.
But yeah, once mom steps in and just goes, you know what? Let's go. You and me. Let's see. What is it? Scratch doesn't have to. If he wins, Scratch never has to do it again. If she wins, she's stuck on. He's stuck on bathroom duty for eternity. And then it turns out, obviously, she's actually extremely good. Even good at buffing cheats. And she basically beats him, and basically she goes into how she's actually, like, the champion of this. Like, hold on. Is it...
Looks like you're on bathroom duty for the rest of your
I
afterlife.
think it's right here.
Yeah!
But how? I don't. You must.
Did I mention that I was junior national mega city champion from 1990 to 1994 and then again in 96?
What happened in '95?
Disqualified for making my opponent cry.
I'm trying to think if Snow Princess had one joke that really got me to laugh, because it must have. I just can't remember it. But each of these episodes, each Molly Mcgee episode has at least one joke that really makes me laugh. And that, like, this show, like someone said on Twitter, like, this show is a comfort. This is their comfort show. This is my comfort show. This is a show that I would watch just to feel happy. I think I've said that before, but by God, it's true.
You see,
There's a little mess up here with parts.
I'm good at many things, but board games is what I'm best at.
Yeah, but you always lose to us.
Oh, I've been taking it easy on you three. I didn't want to crush your fragile widow spirit.
I love this woman.
That's why I hid the game. That cat's out of the bag now. So who wants to play me next? Know me, fear me, lose to me.
I think we should hide this game again.
They find out where these kids get their insanity from.
Do that.
Wherever you put it, I will find it.
That's gonna come back in a later episode. It's gonna be amazing.
We appreciate you doing your part.
And I also do like that they eventually they do, like, Scratch is part of the family. It isn't just like he's an annoyance, or like kind of Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I don't know about Grim Adventures really did anything with Grim being part of the family or feeling like it, but this definitely feels way more like it.
You fleshwads keep this bathroom clean from now on, because I
Out of my way! That chili ain't sitting right.
The
ghost.
There's this episode, the Snow Day episode. What is it? Ready, Set, Snow? I think it was called. This episode I actually really like. Ready, Set, Snow, yeah. Which, first off, a few things. I lived in Chicago. One of the main reasons I live in Texas right now is because I don't like the cold. But even that being said, like the month before, like November, because I left in like October, like end of November. Like the month before November, I started playing Miles Morales, and I kind of was like playing and the Miles Morales Spider-Man game for the PS5, and it set New York during snow time. I'm like, man, I'm kind of miss Chicago and its snow weather. Like I do like the snow and the idea of throwing snowballs, spending time inside, being nice and warm, building snowmen, playing in the snow. I do like all that. But once you add stuff like having to go to work in the snow, having to shovel all that snow, and like all that, and just especially Chicago. Sorry, but yeah, once you add all that stuff, it's like I start hating the snow, especially in Chicago where it gets ridiculously cold. Like Chicago. Just to give you the idea, and also Molly Mcgee is, I think, in Illinois, around Chicago, around that area. it gets so cold there, which mind you, yes, if you're in Alaska, you'd be like, that's nothing. But to me, I don't like that because it gets so cold to the point where you breathe inward and you feel all your nose hairs freeze up. Like, hell, I was down there for my aunt's wedding, and I had my cloaks on and stuff. Like, I just had that wrapped around me like this. I'm like, God, I hate it here. Like, any bit of me saying, it's 16 degrees, it says right there, for them. Any bit of, like, idea of, I'm going to miss this place. Like, I'm going to miss the snow and Christmas kind of time. Immediately went out the window when I was freezing. I was like, nope, screw this noise. And the thing about Chicago, too, is it'll snow a shit ton, and it will not give you snow days. At least if you're not in this, I guess, the city of Chicago, those public schools and everything will stay open no matter what, even if you have to trek through freaking 2 to 3 feet of snow. Like, this sucker has to be, like, 5 to 6 feet tall to make you not go to school. And that's not even, like, a joke. Like, the one time I think I had at least then it did. For some reason now my sisters had like a bunch of snow days off. I'm like, really? But like this, like it would legitimately, like the one time I remember there being a snow day was when there was a blizzard so bad that like it was like 5 to 6 feet high. So the one where you looked outside their window, which was about 5 to 6 feet high, the snow went up to it, and it looked like a desert of sunken houses in snow. People were trying to melt the shit with fire. People were, like, nobody went outside. That was the only time we ever had a snow day. Like, at least when I was in high school. Like in like downtown, it's like, what? Or not downtown, but in Chicago, like, what the hell? I hate this so much. So, and like honestly, that was also probably one of the best days to have like breakfast. I know I said I was gonna run through these, but like I shoveled a bit like in the backyard. It wasn't really gonna help anything because it got covered. But I shoveled in the backyard, and then my mother made me what is it? I think pancakes, eggs, bacon, and like, I think I might have chunked it down with hot cocoa. I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that was probably the best breakfast ever. After shoveling all that stuff and eating that, like, that was probably like beautiful. I loved that so much. So, cutting to this, these kids just straight up excited for a snow day.
Snow business. Perfect board. Code.
I like how they go through everything. Yeah, because I used to feel like this way too. The only thing is, like every time there was like, these are all hundreds of schools being closed in Chicago or Illinois. Not yours though. You get to go still. I'm like,
Closed. Akanaha. Closed.
Keep being closed.
That's it.
Exactly how I felt.
No! That's every town around us!
Hold on a tick. We've got late breaking news.
Late? The reactions are so good in the show.
So a snow day for Brighton. Snow day.
The Christmas song remix. I love Molly so much. And basically, Molly has an entire idea of, Bill and Bob's OK Adventure. That's great. But, which also has the Grim Reaper in it. But, Bill and Ted's great, But, Molly has an entire idea. Invite Libby over, Scratch, they go out and have fun. Which also, I like this phone call. Which also, I'm like, if you could do this, grab Libby, just pull her into the scene.
Hi, this is Libby. Snow Day, get over here.
Oh, no. I was just about to eat my dream waffles.
I'm glad you're up.
You know that whole rest in peace thing? You're ruining that for me.
Sorry, bud, this couldn't wait because today is a snow day! This, my good Scrub.
And basically, she goes over her old plans. Snowball fight. What is it? Snowball fight, ice cream cones. Which is, I hope that yellow snow cone is lemon.
Got snowball fights.
Why am I juggling? You know I don't even know how to juggle.
We got snow cones made from real snow.
Tell me this is lemon.
And that's just the beginning of the list.
Which I'm pretty sure you can actually read some of these. Snow pool. Snow pizza. If someone else can tell me, put down what the list is. Snow pants, mittens. They just wrote a bunch. She just wrote an entire list of, like, I don't even know what. Snow tag.
Aren't you so excited?
Oh,
She,
hold up.
she also has a thing for hating on birds.
Well,
So it was like the third bird that died.
Scratch, but you're gonna have to get on board because Libby's coming over, and once she's here, it's gonna be 2 versus 1, and majority rules. And that's just friendship law.
Jeez, you always have to have your way, don't you?
Which I also really like. I want to bring up Molly's personality. That's really in this one too.
It's my most charming trait.
Is it?
She went super ice, Super Saiyan ice.
Okay, so there's a slight wind chill, but we have to
Slight.
spend the day outside. That's what snow days are about. Or maybe we just spend the day doing hygge instead.
Which Huga sounds amazing.
Hygge what now?
Face shrink.
Cozy. Hygge is about staying warm in front of a blazing fire, snuggling under a fluffy blanket.
So we do have right now Libby saying that she wants to snuggle up next to Molly under a blanket.
And hang out with your best pals while drinking hot cocoa. Oh, sorry, Libs, but Scratch and I are really set up.
I love Molly's switch right there. Molly's straight ass switch, like she thinks Scratch would go along with this if she could bullshit her way out of this.
Tackling the snow day list, so 2 against 1.
Wait. Libby, my dear friend, I think you just might.
I love that, and I also love that these two are friends. They are friends. They're not just at each other's throats. But yeah, they even use her rule against her.
Versus a Yuga.
What is it? Oh, so Livy's just happy to be there.
I'm not great at math, but I think we've got Huga for Huga versus a Yuga. And majority rules, right, Molly?
Yes.
And here's the thing. I do feel bad for Molly, too, because I don't think we know where I think she came from somewhere warm. I don't remember. But, like, if she's from somewhere who never had snow, yeah, I would be like, yeah, like, they should kind of want to enjoy a snow day a little bit. Which I really do feel there is a middle ground, which I guess it also kind of ties into the ending a little bit. But like, they spend a little bit of time outside and then they come in and do some hygge or vice versa.
Perfect. I love democracy.
Although I would say go outside, get cold, and then come in. Because it's not like, when snow happened, we stood outside all the time. But I do remember like one time, like me and my cousins, like I have some really fun memories in there. Like me and my cousins went out in their backyard, built snow forts, had snowball fights, everything. To the point where when we went back inside, my aunt looked at me and was like, oh God, because my cheeks were red. They were blushing red. They were super red, which is really funny because apparently a lot of people get mad at people when they draw like Luz Maceta and all these characters with like reddish blush. And I'm just like, my cheeks literally turned a bright ass red being out in the snow for so long. Like I don't like, unless you have brown skin, shut the hell up about people with brown skin and what we should look like. But anyways, this is great too. I love this. I love how I don't bring up Molly's personality more. Just scratch.
Give Hygge a chance. But my snow day.
I want. Okay, but basically, hold on. I want to tell you about it first. But she basically figures out summon Jeff. Try to say Jeff. Oh, I want to go outside, and then.
2. Wow. How are we gonna break a tie like this? Ooh, I know. Let's consult the friendship handbook.
Oh, I wonder who wrote that handbook. I love that look. That's the look of really. Did she expect us to buy this?
Our Article 62.
And also, yes, Molly Award winner author Molly Mcgee. Which I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes an actual book.
Whoever's wearing the most colors right now gets to decide. And, okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, would you look at that? It's me. And if I'm just deciding the tiebreaker, I really think we should go out.
Miles, you might want to check that math again.
Jeff!
Let's see how many technical colors, unless you like this all blue doesn't count. I would say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, and then Libby probably has like, let's see. Well, I guess wearing is the because I would say he's about 5 different colors, technically different shades of blue at least.
How could you?
But yeah, Molly basically tries everything in her power to even bring her parents to try to get everyone to go outside. Which I also want some s'mores. But she basically eventually says, I'll do it myself. Which I love this girl for so many reasons. And maybe it's because I also kind of can relate a little bit because obviously I can understand her wanting to go outside and play in the snow. It's not something she'll be able to do all the time. So, spend the time, go out and have fun. Like, I completely understand that. But also, just how conniving she is, I love so much where she tries to do everything. Like, again, Owl House, Amphibia, Molly Mcgee. I put Molly Mcgee above Amphibia. Like, Amphibia definitely has, and I'm wearing this. Amphibia definitely has better finales than. Well, actually, I haven't seen the finale for this yet, but it has the better finales of like probably those 3 shows right now. But I want to say right now that like season 1 of Amphibia, I don't know. At least when I like watching it, like oh yeah, she's tries to act like a bad kid, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. It just felt kind of like she was a jerk, but I guess it's kind of the point. Molly, even though like she is being a jerk a lot of the times, at least a little bit in this, because she's trying everything in her power to make her friends go outside with her, but also maybe that's also kind of the difference too, where yeah, she's kind of being selfish with that, but she still wants to do it with her friends. She still wants to play outside with her friends and everything. Where Anne felt more like she wanted to just kind of do it for herself, maybe. I don't know. Molly's character arc in this episode, I kind of like understand it more, and I also like just how nuts she becomes is freaking great. I love her personality and her character development.
Who needs more cocoa? More hot cocoa.
Whip Dream. That's actually a good one.
Don't forget the marshmallows.
This is awesome. Hip hip hooray.
She just starts going insane. Her and Vanellope would be good friends, I think.
Hey, can't feel my fingers or my toes, but that's okay.
This gets really dark, too.
YOLO, I'm flying solo, but I'm still gonna play. There's no way I'm missing a snow day. I bet they're missing out. They played it.
This part's great. This show.
Who's laughing now?
Molly always feels like she's on the thread of just having a nervous breakdown.
All right.
It's so good.
This is awesome. I feel no
This right here. And then right here it's like even sad too. It's like she's alone in her little snow castle.
Ever.
This is awesome. I feel no pain.
Poor Molly. Poor Molly so much.
I think there might be icicles inside my brain. But I'll maintain my composure while dying of exposure, because there's no way I'm missing even one little second of a snow day.
Who wants cookies?
Warm cookies.
The poor girl just wants to spend time outside in the snow, but then also like
No! You're not getting sucked in now, Mcgee. Who cares if you can't feel your toes? Fun makes the body numb sometimes.
this poor girl. I feel so bad.
I've been so
I feel so bad for her. Which also I do love that scratch. Like after them seeing this blizzard, and then Molly. This girl is amazing. She just goes straight insanity. It's so good.
Finally, you guys will listen to me, and I can have a real snowball fight with my pals.
See, and that's also a thing too, like, but at least like this, and I don't know, like, Anne obviously still wanted to save her friends or whatever, but there were some bits where like she felt way selfish, which I get it, like, that's kind of the idea, her character arc, you know, she's become a less selfish person, I guess, but also like, I don't know, this feels more balanced, I think, where Molly's definitely kind of trying to be selfish or thick-skulled right here. Where, like, you know, she's doing everything in her power, even if it's hurting her, to not go back inside. But, like, you also see, like, she wants to spend time with her friends. This is and I may have to rewatch season 1 of Amphibia, but I never got that with season 1, Anne. This definitely feels like, yeah, she wants to be with her friends. Like, they're still important to her and stuff like that, but
Come on, guys, hit me. It's no fun if you don't fight back. Don't you worry, Molly.
also, like, that literally sounded like Libby. I don't think it was, like, the voice actors voicing Molly there for a second.
Play with you? Where are your best friends?
Also, Molly's very skilled to be able to run and aim all this.
Oh, good throw, Libby. What an arm. Oh, we do have fun.
How deep is that snow if she went that far in?
Isn't this so great? It's the only way to spend a snow day, right? Guys?
Poor Molly. See? And, like, you see the immediate, like, you know, she's, like, basically wondering what the hell is she doing. Like, I love this. I love this a lot. This is cute, but also, like, so heartbreaking. Like, that's...
Libby here doesn't want to hurt your feelings. But
And then, obviously, you have Scratch possessing the snowman, which I didn't think immediately...
It's kind of a hard truth you're dropping on me.
Which basically straight tells her you don't always have to be in control. Sometimes you got to do stuff with your friends. And then also, you know, it's about spending time with people other than just doing things. And I like that. That's cool. I like that a lot. That's a nice lesson to teach and a really good one.
it shouldn't be about what you do, but who you spend it with. Wouldn't you rather be with me and Libby right now?
I am with you and Libby. Okay, yeah, I would. Wow, so conscious. I think you're right. It's not fair for me to always lead. From now on, I promise to really
I love this.
listen to what my friends want. Thanks, inner self.
Mom's like, oh god, I'm going nuts.
Ha ha, oh, okay. Maybe the cold is affecting my brain. I should go inside.
You're good, Scratch.
I love that. And then he comes inside, gets nice warm hugs, and then everyone's like, wait, it's too hot.
All day.
Maybe we should all go outside.
I was like, as you threw the flame there, you saw it. She threw the pillow in there and just burst into flames. But yeah, like I don't know. This episode was really good. It was really done well. I love this episode a lot. The other two are really good. The other two are good too, yes. But I feel like this one had so much more kick in it. And like it gave me way more laughs. And I love that a lot. Let me make sure hold on. Okay. But yeah, this episode was a blast. And again, I like Molly's personality more. And even like, again, like she goes through a character arc here, and like I know it's not anything as big as like Amphibia or whatever, I guess. But I feel like Liz feels more like, okay, yeah, she's a bit stubborn, a bit stubborn. She kind of tries to, well, I guess Anne's is probably a bit different because Anne was more of a follower. And she kind of had to learn how to lead, I guess. I guess that's kind of the difference. And then she was kind of leading for the first time without Sasha. Maybe that was... I don't know. Just Molly's insanity and pigheadedness. Not like just the point where she's freezing in an ice castle.
My brain.
It just gives me way more like... I feel bad for her, but also like you're kind of doing this to yourself. So I don't know. I think the character development in this was really good. I liked all this a lot. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna keep binge watching all this and hopefully get through it. I guess Tanner's being I could just binge it all and then do like Monkey Kid and just like, yeah, well, I don't know. But tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching. 2 videos I've done. Links are on my Facebook subscription buttons are on there somewhere. Put your videos. This is great. I'm happy watching this again. I like this show a lot, and season 1 is about to finish apparently. Which also this show I think has way more episodes than both Amphibia and The Owl House. I think it does. I don't know. But tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Put your videos, and we will see you later. I think I got icicles inside my brain. I love the music in this too.
The icicles inside